James the second best. Choo choo. James and Edward are engines of the same size. They both have black funnels, buffers at the front and tenders at the back. They are both engines on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. One morning, Sir Topham Hatt brought a photographer to Tidmouth Sheds. This year, there's to be a holiday poster for the railway, Sir Topham Hatt said, and I need an engine to be on the poster. All the engines were very excited. James was sure his photograph would be taken. I will look wonderful on the poster, said James. The engine on the Soda railway poster will be Edward. And the announcer Topham Hatt. Edward was delighted, but James couldn't believe it. He was sure the red engine would be good for a poster. The photographer tried to take a picture of Edward, but James got in the way. James, leave the shed now, said Topham Hatt. James puffed sadly away. Soon the posters will see all over the island. But James still wanted to be the poster engine. I wonder why Edward was chosen instead of me. Edward was chosen instead of me, James huffed. Because, huffed Henry, Edward is always gentle with his freight cars. And he doesn't mind doing the dirty jobs, Papa C. And he is always on time. Chuck Thomas, yes, Ginty, Pug, Wilson, Diesel, and Hero, and Connor. James was cross like Collie, Bluester, Coco, Young Baron, Kenji. I can do lots of things too, quoted James. I will show you enough good things to be on the poster, and James puffed away. The next day, Edward and Thomas was working in the yard. They were getting trucks. Edward shunted his freight cars smoothly. When James arrived to pick up his cars, he was gonna show how much he can do it. See, I can be gentle just like Edward. He said, I'm good enough to be on the poster. Edward finished a long time ago, said Tom. He already finished his coal. That's why he's the poster engine. James wanted to be good as Edward, so he raced off to collect his coal cars. So James delivered 130 coal cars all day. It became greasy, grimy, and dirty, and his shite line uncle was soon covered in coal dust. See, Puff James, I could be just as dirty as Edward. I'm good enough to be a poster. But James was so dirty, it took him a long time to get him clean. James was so swept, he even blushed behind his buffers. Your gentle shouting against dirty. You be wait for your passengers, Percy, said Peter. Edward is always on time. And that's why he's the poster engine. Then James had an idea. If I take Gordon's Express line instead of the Blanche line, I will before Edward and collect my passengers first. That will show everyone I'm good enough to be on the poster. So James puffed on to Gordon's line. James raced across the countryside. James rattled over bridges and clattered through tunnels. He really wanted to get in front of Edward. James went on Edward. We look off, James, I'm first. The signal turned west. James applied his brakes and screeched to a halt. But Edward couldn't stop in time. Sorry, Puff Edward. I didn't have time to stop. Don't worry, Puff James. It was my fault for pushing in. You find me the poster, chuckled Thomas. Maybe you are good enough after all. But James didn't feel very good. He felt very silly. Choo-choo. Soon Emily arrived with the Topham hat. James, you're wasting one has caused confusion and delay, said Topham Hat sternly. Yes, sir, sorry, sir. James puffed sadly. Edward, your cylinder has been damaged. You can't take the children to the seaside today. The children at the station was very sad. But we wanted to ride at the poster engine, the children cried. James felt worse than ever. Please, sir. James puffed. If I was a back engine, all the children could still ride on Edward. What a wonderful idea, says the Topham Hat. Edward and his passenger cars were very heavy, but James went slowly to the seaside. His pistons pumped and his axles ached, and James pressed on. Choo-choo. We went a long way to pick up more passengers. Hooray. It's Edward, the children cheered. And look at James. He's pushing him. Isn't James a grand engine for being so kind? James was so proud it made his boiler bubbled. He felt more useful than he had ever felt before. Even though you aren't the engine on the poster, puffed Edward, you are still really useful.